Hey guys, it's Angel back on with another video. Today is the last video where I am 23. I turn 24 tomorrow, and it's gonna be a pretty big birthday for me because it's gonna be the first one in 8 years where I'm fully sober. So I'm not gonna drink, I'm not gonna smoke, I'm not gonna do any drugs. Pretty big deal. I'm gonna spend it working, unfortunately, but today I did go on a really nice walk at the beach, and I did want to touch base today on what helped me stop my addictions. Of course, I still am fresh to quitting alcohol, but what I want to share that helped me is a few tips that I hope could help you in your journey if you're looking to quit or if you know somebody that is. The most prominent thing to help me quit something or to help me start a habit that I wanted to pick up was monitoring it. And what I mean by that is I would monitor how much I consume on a daily basis. So I would take the calendar app in my phone and I'd write down how many glasses I had, how many shots I had on this day. And what I started noticing is there would be several days and I'm writing down, because I'm telling myself, whether you do it or don't, write it down. Because what it does for me mentally is I'll see how much I'm using, and I'll just want to, take care of myself and want to stop, because I'm seeing how much I'm disappointing myself every day. And because when I open up that calendar, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta write down how much I used today. Gosh, that's a lot. And I'm gonna keep doing it over and over again. And I'm gonna think to myself, when am I gonna say that I finally quit? So I do that with not only alcohol, but everything else as well. So I've done that with how often I don't work out. I'll keep writing down how many days I don't work out, and it'll make me sick to keep seeing that, and it'll make me motivated to finally just let me go work out. So keeping track of how much you use helps, because it monitors you to know, wow, am I really addicted to this thing? Is this really controlling me where I'm doing this every day or every time I'm free? Like, what does that tell me about myself? When you know how much you're using, it'll kind of just open up your eyes to seeing where you're at with that. Not only did that help me, but watching YouTube videos of people in a similar situation, talking to people about it, because the more you talk about the problem and addressing it and being aware of it, the more you're gonna actively want to fix it, because we as humans do want to be able to control things. So the more that you see, like, hey, this is a problem, you're gonna say, hey, I do want to fix this. Tracking helps, being vocal helps. Also, writing down why you want to quit and why you don't want to quit. Kind of like a pros and cons thing, because when you see the reason why you use and you see the reason why you don't want to use, there's going to be a side that you're going to be more convinced of where you want to fall on. And I'm telling you that when you're using, there could be a list of things. It's your environment, everybody else uses. It's what you've become accustomed to. And it helps your depression, your anxiety. It makes you feel better about yourself. It makes you more social, whatever the case. That's why we use, and that's why it ends up becoming a bad habit. So writing that out helps you a lot. This might sound cliche, but take some time to yourself. Sit down and see, where do I want to be at 5 years from now? Like, pause the video and ask yourself, where do you want to be at 5 years from now? Do I still want to be doing this? Do I still want to be a slave to this? And when you see that calendar thing, you're gonna notice, hey, I actually am a slave to this thing. 10 out of 10%. Like, this drug is consuming you. Because that's how a lot of them are. Even if it's a weekend thing, there is a theory, or not a theory, but there's something called gray area drinking. I think I'm getting it wrong, but something like that. When I wanted to stop drinking, I would look up YouTube videos on how to help, and there's this thing where people only drink on the weekends, and they're only doing it at social events, which is a lot for a lot of people. And that could be considered an addiction as well. I can kind of post some links to videos that help me below. I actually do have a playlist on stop drinking below. I have made public, so don't just think that, oh, because I'm a smoker and I struggle with that, I can't watch that. No, like, you'll see that it'll actually help anyone with any kind of addiction. Like, obviously alcohol helps. Alcohol videos help people who are trying to quit, but you'll notice in each quitting video they're all saying really similar things, so definitely educate yourself on that. Those are things that helped me. The most important is I don't believe in being passive with it. I think you need a completely cold turkey. You need to remove all forms of, for example, alcohol. You need to remove all like bottles in your house. You need to refrain from friends that constantly want to drink, constantly want to go out, don't really care about your well-being. And you're gonna notice that it is a lonely journey, but trust me, it's worth it if you do want better for yourself. Anything that is challenging in life has great reward. So this is a chance for you to learn and master discipline. I know I talk a lot about my usage in the past, but I never really made a video on what helped me, so there are a few points here. Sorry, I'm kind of scrambled. My mind's a little everywhere today, but yeah, those are some things that helped me if you are actively trying to quit, and I hope that helped you out. Thank you guys. God bless.